Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Matt. Who is Adam? I'm Adam. Who are you?
I'm Will.
That's
Who are
Will.
you?
Brain not working right there for a moment. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to MarketChameleon.com. Everybody, I'm putting a disclaimer up right there. Everybody be careful out there. We're just giving you ideas. Option trading and trading in general is risky. But, man, let's dive into it. What's the market doing today? How'd you do yesterday, man?
Oh, it did great.
Killed it.
Every long, I'm down. Every short, I'm down. I mean, what is going on? How can the shorts? How can I be getting hurt on my shorts? I mean, what is going on? Market's down 500 points. I'm wrong and wrong.
Right.
No, it was an interesting day. I mean, this market, though it's rallying this morning, looks like it hasn't had that big, baby being tossed out with the bathwater moment. Though you're starting to see, and I the first one, stocks that, are interesting in the sense like this DXC that pops up at the beginning. I have no idea looking at it what the stock is, but it's down almost 50% from its high.
Right.
So, for me, I want to take a look. What's going on?
So let's dive in. Let's take a look. By
you
the way,
start
good
digging
morning, everybody. You see my kid in the background there. We've talked about Fortnites many times. He's putting in. I'm doing a little experiment this Christmas holiday. I'm just letting him play unlimited video games. So I'm trying to win. I'm going for Bad Parent of the Year this year, and we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to roll the dice with unlimited video games.
Can we set up an ability to make a bet on that?
The over-under? Look, you got him in the right-hand corner there, brother. I see his video game playing still. Why don't you take that away so people don't have to watch that? But
So you look at DXC, and it's actually an independent end-to-end IT service company. How do you like these service companies?
I'm telling you, they need to hire me as a copywriter, man, because I love it, dude.
We were just talking about Google's IT service and how interesting it is when you get on a call trying to work the Google magic in the ad campaigns. It's
Right.
interesting. But this is a company that was formed with a merger actually between one of Hewlett Packard must have sold their IT department to the public, and then they merged with this CSC. So it's interesting in that it's in a space that, for me, I would think, wow, who doesn't need IT solutions?
Right.
Small, medium, and large size business doesn't need help understanding what's going on with their technology.
Sure.
It seems like a forever growth business. And, I may be wrong, but then I took a look at similar stocks.
Well, I found that, yes, that may be true. But at the end of the day, certainly small businesses, they feel like they should get it for free. We've been tricked into this idea that stuff should be free or near free. So there is hesitancy and resistance, at least with the small business owner, to pay for anything. Have you found that in your business, my friend?
Well, I found the service you get, the quality of the work,
Yep.
seems low, and you end up taking on most of the roles yourself. I have found that.
Right.
It is hard to find, no matter what you pay, quality. And maybe it is. You're right. You just don't want to pay for
Right.
DXC to come in and do your work. Maybe you
Right.
hire them, and everything works out beautifully. And so, anyways, if you look at all the players in the space, they are down
All murdered.
the most this year. They've all been murdered recently. But DXC has just been really beat up. Look at the summary page. I mean, and this is where, to me, it starts to look interesting. They have a dividend. They have a low PE.
PE's 8.5, dividends 1.4.
Next earnings looks around February. So I'm just going to put this on my radar. I did a screen. Nothing of interest showed up in the bullish options spread, so there was nothing there to show. But it's just a way to start building a list of stocks that pique your interest, are in your idea screener, and keep an eye on. This is something you may upon further research, throw in your, retirement account type of thing.
All right.
It's, you want a list of stocks that when there is a final whoosh out in this market, is that a technical term, whoosh out?
Yes,
But
whoosh out, I believe.
final flush of the toilet.
Right.
And, people's heads are exploding on CNBC.
Yep.
You want a list of stocks that you want to take a position in.
Absolutely.
So
that's what we call pre-planning, man. Pre-planning for the blood on the street day, man, for which ones you're going to buy, right? Getting ready for that, because those are exciting times, right? Most people are scared to death and crying about the money they lost when they should be looking at what can we grab, right? So getting that list together.
And on that note, in a market where the market's up this morning, right? And you're like, oh, why didn't I buy some stock? Why didn't I look at some bullish spreads? It may be the time to take a look, go to your bearish spreads, just make sure you're on a bearish spread, and take a look at, SPY. See if there are any. Whoa, what just happened there? Wow. Can you say wrong typing search? So if you go down to the search, type in SPY, and start looking at those spreads, you can go out, click on expiration, and go days. Go out the next 60 days.
Yep.
And get a real good look of what's available. I mean, in volatile markets, this is a great place to start using the options to take advantage of this volatility. And so whether you're bullish or bearish or just want to take a credit on both sides, start doing your screeners. And really, this is an opportune time to use the options. Everyone should be excited. Problem is, most people just have stocks in their portfolio. When the market's going down, it's if you're looking at them, it's painful.
Yep.
It'd be very painful. There's nothing in there that looks good. But anyways, I was looking at the earnings report. I went because we haven't looked at the earnings calendar in a while. I just wanted to see what was on there.
Sure.
And anything jump out at you in that calendar?
MU, you're looking at MU a little bit. And is that FedEx as well, right?
That's one.
Yep.
Darden, big restaurant chain. I don't know if you have the Olive Garden down there in Costa Rica. Yeah.
Thank God, no.
No Olive Garden.
Thankfully, no. I don't need the extra 10 pounds, man.
How would a business like Olive Garden or Applebee's keep out those critters that tried to get in your house? Is that a problem?
No, supposedly like 0.01% of everything you eat is just critter meat. You don't even know it, dude. It's just
That's pretty gross. But Darden, let's hope nothing like that comes out in their report. But anyways, what interested me was this FedEx. We had looked at it on a previous segment about its historical significance in I think it was November. It showed a large positive return in November, both FedEx and UPS over its last 12 years, which was interesting. And it's a stock that actually this month has been hurt, like everything else, and it may be an opportunity to look going into this earning. Wow, look at that.
Yep. Bit of a drop.
a little bit of a drop. So I don't know how many packages have been. Just keeps lower.
You would think with the drop in oil prices and stuff, this would almost be it would be kind of the opposite, but I guess not.
Those are the things you have to think about going into these earnings, right? So let's look. There are a couple options here. Let's look at the earnings stock pattern, see if there's anything there.
So he's clicking on the top right-hand corner. In case you missed that, that's the earnings stock pattern detected button on the top right-hand corner. So any stock, if the chameleon's picking up alerts, just click on it'll show on the top right-hand side of the stock page. You can see patterns detected, option strategies detected. So you can check that out.
So it looks like after earnings, 9 of the last 12, it's had a negative movement in the stock. Earnings drift open to close. Also down.
So you can see people are playing that Interesting.
They're playing short after the opening.
Yep.
It looks like selling out of the nothing there really. Well, this selling out of the money puts is always a dangerous trade. Some people, make a living off it, but boy, one bad position can, it's the monkey trade. All of a sudden, your face is gone.
Yep.
Order flow settlement. But the next thing to do after going through and it's interesting. I mean, obviously the market's been selling off, but as you go through and look at the order flow sentiment, so much of the shift in these really, major stocks has been from bullish to bearish. I mean, a lot of people are starting to come into the market, and you're seeing that with the volatilities going up and, looking to protect their position.
Right.
At some point, it does look, you want to look at selling those puts maybe with a spread because the volatility is going to get, is getting higher and higher. And again, that may be your, if you've got some money on the sidelines, that may be a way to force yourself to get long. Say, I want to sell these puts, and if I get exercised on them, I'm going to own the stock down there. Is it another option to look at with these puts being bid up?
Yep.
But the next thing I went to the earnings and went to the earnings option strategy screener to see if anything occurred with anything in earnings, and I got there was one in FDX here, and so this is a long at the money straddle. You put it on one day after, and take it off 2 days. So you hold it for a day, and it's a win has occurred 75% of the time. Your average return has been 39% for the back. And again, this is a big back tester.
Sure.
That's the incredible thing that we have here is we do the back testing for you. When I say we, I mean the little green guy, the chameleon, does all the work for you, all the heavy lifting. What would you need to actually create a back tester like this?
Apparently, 4 years and 4 dudes?
Two with PhDs.
Two with
PhDs.
PhDs.
I mean, it's not 4 dudes. That's the thing, right? I mean, it's not 4 years. This information has been gathered over, 25 years of trading. So,
sure.
But it does this back test instantly. Well, instantly is a little aggressive. It does sometimes spin for a second or two while you're waiting. But I went with number of observations 12, so it's looking at the last 12 earnings. A win rate of 70%, average return 10%, median return 10%, and there are quite a few that show up coming up.
By the way, I'm hearing yells in the background. Somebody just got a victory royale. Solo V squads. I don't know what that means, but my son's psyched about it. All right, buddy, I got it. All right.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Listen, for a kid, that's like winning the Super Bowl.
He just won the Super Bowl, dude.
Go over and give him a high five.
Solo V squads, man, whatever that means.
I thought that was interesting to the FDX, but there are a bunch in here. Nike's coming up, has some opportunities. So everyone take a look at this. Remember this earnings option backtest screener. You're back testing. This is filtered from 500,000 as those earnings start coming up. I mean, this is not even really the beginning. These are just some outliers in the earnings season. It's there are going to be a lot of opportunities showing up in here.
Awesome. So remember, everybody, just so you remember, just so you know, you can click down below. Link's always there. You can try Market Chameleon, the premium product. This is a premium product. You can try it for free for 7 days. Make sure it fits into your trading model. You can test it out. Make sure it works for you. And pura vida, man. What do you say to that, brother?
Pure life.
Does that mean purple? I thought it meant purple life, dude.
I love purple life. Can we love purple
life. Are you on the road tomorrow, or are you back? You're at home still?
I'm at home. Are you on the road?
No, man. Not till next week. Next week. It's going to be interesting. See how we get this thing together. Me on the road, doing it from airports. What do you think the internet's like over there in Amsterdam, man? You think they have
I
good
don't know.
internet over
I'm
there?
thinking maybe we take a week off, let the chameleon
Get
community enjoy their
the
holidays,
Somebody
so they
doesn't know what
don't
the
get
hell
their
to
little
do.
pop-ups.
No
Or we,
way, dude. Every day, bro. It's every day, bro.
well, listen,
We don't stop.
We look at the chameleon every day. We might, whoa, love that chameleon mug.
I was taking bets as to how long it would take you to notice my chameleon mug. That's swag right there, baby.
Where can chameleons get that?
I tell you what, send me an email. I'll send you one, man. So all our fans out there, send me an email. Say, I want my chameleon cup in the subject, and you got it, baby. Just send me your address. Happy to do it.
Wow, get your swag
Get
here.
your swag on, baby. Get your swag on. Adam at MarketChameleon.com. For everybody else out there, click the
Love it.
links down below. Join us on the premium and get this awesomeness for yourself. And remember, podcast trending again in Estonia. We're huge. So remember, if you're out there.
I heard we just went number 9 in the Antarctic. Is that true?
We're the number 1 podcast in Antarctica. 10% of the population listens to that podcast. It's one dude down there. That's trending, man. Podcasts are my favorite way to consume media. You know, on the ride to work or at the gym. It's the tops, man. The tops. Yeah, brother.
Say it's the future. They say it's the future.
All right, everybody. Have a great day. Trade and stay safe out there. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.